Okay, so I received information that the PMR for item 2.1 and item 2.2 are not yet signed by the chairman, and they will not be able to inform the leaders. So then we are not scheduled pre-bid conference. So what we will do is to hold the leaders and the government. We will be rescheduling this pre-bid conference after the issuance of the PMR. Okay, so we will call the leader for 2.1 and 2.2. Just to inform. Secretariat, kailangan mo ano? Tawag na lang.
Yes. Yes.
Dito po. One per company.
Representative ng company ito sa
Good afternoon, I'm
Pindot po.
Good afternoon, I'm Engineer Reynald Cruz of Bardet Construction Development Corporation. From Sabela.
leader for
To give it up.
pakibanggit na lang nila ng binibig mo. Next.
Good afternoon, I'm Antonio Bautista from AMPCI, Accelerated Methodology and Construction Corporation. And we are here to figure out.
Good afternoon, I'm Engineer Martin Bagalong from Pacific Sun Construction Corporation. I'm leader for
Good afternoon, I'm Engineer Arnold G. Castro. I'm Engineer Arnold G. Castro from SM Castro Management and Construction Services, participating on Kabangala.
Good afternoon. I'm Arman Mendoza. I'm representing EGB Joint Venture LTD1 for taking care of my board. Thank you.
Good afternoon, I'm Joseph Menendez from Super Business Construction. I'm here for the period at the Bacalander.
May ibang company ka sa ito? Sa mga kasama?
Ito po sir. Sir.
Good afternoon po. I'm Lorenzo Ordonis Jr. from Horizontal Builders Inc. I'm bidder for Tuligaraw Harbor Project.
Yung other companies, ano ba? Mga kasama.
Happy to have the leaders. The bank would like to apologize to the leaders for the reason that we scheduled the pre-bid conference, but due to miscommunication, the MR with the request for reconsideration, because this one we not bid. So those MR that for the request for reconsideration was not delivered to the previous bidder. So in order not to complicate the matters, we will be postponing the pre-bid conference or Kabangkalan, cooperative operation Kabangkalan, and political support. Still planning who participated in the previous meeting. Yeah, actually, so the annual day they request for representation. I think they have leaders that they make the request for the consideration and we were not able to reply. So to make the record straight, we would like to postpone this video. So sorry.
To the chair for kay Kabangkalan and Tuligaraw, to reiterate lang po, Kabangkalan and Tuligaraw projects, we had a pending request for consideration, actually 5, but due to some miscommunication, hindi ko siya na-resolve and was not served yet to the respective leaders. So may technicality po tayo ngayon. So we will resolve after this if we will postpone or we will fail the bidding now and we will immediately notify you through field jobs. So we apologize for the inconvenience, pero para ano na natin ang technicality. Any query po? Bila sa ano?
So, wala pa ako tayong tentative schedule.
Wala po, pero soonest. I-upload mo agad namin sa field jobs ko kung na-schedule kung postponement ng pre-bid or reposting. I-resolve lang po namin. So may question pa po. Thank you po. Ayaw mo mag-enter.
Secretariat, ano natin yung analysis natin? So, dapat hindi mo and we will expect Kasi baka mayroon complaint. So we expect na baka mayroon kasi tayo complaint. So pero I think that is kaysa ituloy natin sa hindi conference, mas maganda yung sinabi natin. Kaya lang ng kamandin, kaya ka mayroong mga baka may complaint yan. Explain natin na natin siya. Okay? So,
Pero i-decide na lang natin, sir, kung i-failure natin ngayon or i-verification ko. Papa-explain na ako sa PGF ko paano.
Anong ibig sabihin mo? Kaya, anong ibig sabihin mo itong nakapublish na yan?
May technicality kasi tayo. Meron naman.
Hindi ba naman okay yun ba? Marka.
Duration, di ba? Ano ba? Or postpone na lang. Postpone ang preview.
May choices na po yung BAC, sir. First thing, pwede po natin i-cancel yung posting natin na rebidding. The other thing is pwede natin i-postpone. Ang implication sa i-postpone din, sir, is medyo marami kayong bid bulletin, sir. Pangatlo na yung bid bulletin natin for postpone na.
Okay. So kung failure bidding, assessing pa tayo ng bidding conference, pwede na natin i-declare ang failure bidding.
Technical working group, sir. Communication, sir.
Ano ang implication nun?
Yun na, sir, is pag may mag-complain kasi, sir, sa my opinion, sir, wag may nag-complain na bidder, na-receive niya date ng MR niya na denied, compared dun sa date na posting mo na rebid, may conflict na po, sir.
May conflict na kasi inconsistent na siya.
Okay, so ito ba yung
Sir, dito siguro kung failure na lang po. Sa sinabi nga ni San, magkakaroon ng conflict doon sa dates natin. So yung mga nakabili na lang po ng bidding documents, i-refund na lang po natin.
Or kung i-re-advertise, di yun pa rin ang
First thing, sir, i-cancel na lang po na natin, and then after ma-resolve natin yung, masagot natin yung mga MR, saka natin i-publish ulit for rebidding.
yung pala yun is, that is our procedure after issuing yung denial yung request for reconsideration. But itong sinimulan natin ang process na trading conference na to. So, isang issue to. Kasi hindi pa natin na-conclude yung una, tapos nagsimula na tayo. So, itong nasimulan natin, dapat i-declare natin sa failure of bidding. Kasi nasimulan na yung proseso eh.
Yun na nga, sir. I-failure natin itong second process natin na, sir, para hindi mag-conflict doon sa dates na sinabi ni San.
Tapos, saka natin...
After ma-resolve natin yun, sir, may bigay natin yung mga copy ng MR nila ng denial. Saka tayo mag-re-advertise na, sir. Start ulit tayo
malinis.
ng advertisement.
Tapos yung mga bumili ngayon, sir, i-carry over na natin sa next pag mag-advertise. Hindi na rin alam.
Kasi tayo naman yung...
Tayo naman bigyan sa nasa.
So,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I know the recommendation of this process of failure, then we start all over again.
Yes. On a place niya.
Secondly, Mr. Chair.
Reading, okay?
Okay, so the BAC decided the drinking conference, the project for the completing of branding of Kapangalan Airport and the Tugigaw Airport Building project, and this one started briefing conference, scheduled for briefing conference, was declared because of technicalities. Okay.
Sir, qualify ko lang, sir, reservation clause na lang ang si DG ako ang nag-fail sa meeting. For not, ang condition is not following the prescribed procedure. Reservation clause.
Alaman na lang natin dito, hindi naman natin bilang hindi pa-responsibility tayo. So, kasi ko tayo.
One per company to.
This is the repeat.
Good afternoon, leaders of our credit conference. Our BAC members are here. May we know your name and the company you represent? May po, start, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Arnold Pagsimigyan, representing Hansi Peace and Direct Power. Ako po si Brad Panda, representing Smart System.
Good afternoon. I'm George Abericia from AGL.
G.K. Ramos from AGS. Larry Banyari from Smart.
Hello, Michael Gregas from JC Electric.
Ibang company?
Hello from JC.
Ibang company kasama?
RTCC.
So, nakita niyo na ang videos natin, upload sa PDFs. Any question? Dito ang video mo yung Gina.
Good afternoon. The background of the projects is the upgrade of the existing power system in Jensen Airport. Part of the scope of work is to put up a 3 MVA 619 substation, and then down the line with switch gear, 69 to 13 2 kV, then supply installation of also 1,500 ampere APS, open transition type, and 3 units of 625 for 80 volts generator set with synchronization. And also we also put up a transformer yard with five units of cash machine type of dry type transformer, 300 kVA, one 500 kVA, two 500 kVA, two 300 kVA, and one 100 kVA. Question.
We have the 199.
This is the single line diagram of the hood power system.
Excuse me. Site visit is a requirement.
Yes, sir.
Site visit.
Yes.
So that we can also evaluate
Yes, sir.
single line diagram compared to the actual situation.
If we buy BB docs, we provide
Yes.
this plan.
And secondly, this is currently working, right? There is a power on the
The existing po,
Existing.
there is a 61.5 MVA substation.
yeah.
I said it.
Okay, sir. Anyway, we can evaluate that one once we buy the document.
Okay.
Sir, since this is a rebate, requirement pa ba mag-site visit ang site visit na naka-bid?
Nag-site visit na kayo before. Mr. Chair, pwede ko ba yun? Sa initial, okay kayo. Request ko na po ito. Nag-site inspection.
Site inspection na kami po dati, sir. Kung requirement pa rin ba na sa third
Kung
meeting?
ibig sabihin, hindi na kayo magsa-site inspection,
Kasi naka-site visit na rin.
gagamitin mo yung certificate mo.
The requirement is to attach the lab
Certificate.
Yes, sir.
certification.
Ito sa checklist ko. Certificate of site inspection, domicile with the OIC or the NSFIC of General Santos Airport. It shall include the photocopy of company's ID of the person who conducted the site inspection and photocopy the airport's visitor's logbook. So for the information of the reader, ang site inspection will be, mag-site inspection po kayo doon. So pwede nga natin si Mr. Edgardo Cueto, that is the OIC of Gensan Airport, or Mr. Jason Reta, the NS Facility in Charge, or Engineer Eugene Mianagua, Power Plant in Charge of General Santos Airport.
For the information of the other leaders, I think we should discuss the eligibility requirements.
Sir, bakit na po yung sinasabi?
Hindi, tinatanong mo, sus, hindi na.
Ganyan. Hindi na kailangan.
Siya lang yan, siya lang. This is the eligibility document or the Class A documents. In connection with to GPP visit July 2017 dated. For A, submit the certificate of PINJAB's registration of platinum membership, including its Annex A, many of the uploaded Class A eligibility documents, identified in section 8.5.2 of the revised IRR of RA 9184, provided that all Class A eligibility documents listed under the aforesaid Annex A are all uploaded and maintained current and updated in the PILJEP's registry. B, submit a combination of PILJEP's registration of platinum membership, including its Annex A and Class A eligibility documents, identified in section 8.5.2 of the revised IRR of 9184. In the event that the portion class A eligibility documents listed in the RSA of the field jobs registration and platinum notices are reported to be outdated, the bidder shall submit such current updated class A eligibility documents, or C, submit on the class A eligibility documents only, provided that the field jobs registration and platinum notice shall be submitted as a post-qualification requirement in accordance with section 34.2 of the revised RR of 9184, and valid Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board, PCAB, or JB. Number 4, statement of ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, whether similar or not similar nature, complexity to the contract to be bid or not. And number 5, statement identifying the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid. Single largest completed contract should be equivalent to at least 50% of the ADC. Number 6, NHC computation. For the technical document, the bidder shall be in accordance with IP negotiating the bid. The bid security shall be limited to bid security declaration, cash or cashier's managed check issued by a universal or commercial bank in the amount of not less than 2% of the ABC, bank draft guarantee or revocable letter of credit issued by a universal or commercial bank in the amount of not less than 2% of the ABC, surety bond in the amount of not less than 5% of the ABC, organizational chart with a contact to be bid, list of construction personnel, list of construction equipment, omnibus purchase statement, nabanggit ko na yun, certificate of site inspection, then bid bulletin, if any. On the financial component, financial bid form, bill of quantities, bid proposal, detailed estimate, summary of unit process for materials, labor, and equipment. You shall include the following documents as attached: the cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. It shall form part of the bidder's financial document. Construction schedule, bar chart, and escrow, cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. So each page of the document must be signed, initial by the authorized signatory. Each document must be consecutively paged. The documents are required to be labeled, indexed, tagged, with corresponding annex label. All envelopes must be sealed and signed by the authorized signatory of the bidder and sealing and marking. Dito may pagandang. Any more questions?
Three copies, sir.
Yes, sir.
Three copies.
So, one original, copy 1, copy 2.
Ako din, sir. Nandun sa mga documents that we will be buying from the bank, we will be given as the soft copy of the documents.
Yes, sir.
And what I mean is the soft copy is the PDF file of the native file.
Yes, sir.
Which is searchable, right? So we can search easily the word that we want to check on the document. Okay. And secondly, yung pricing, may Excel file yun, sir. Yung price, yung mga prices, di ba?
Sa BPO?
BPO.
BPO siya naka-Excel file.
So we will not be given an Excel file.
Ano na siya, yung word form eh, kayo na magano.
Okay, kasi as leader, we prepare sana yung ganyan na.
Dapat check na sa application kasi yung sinasabi mo sa BOP.
Sa BOP kasi, di ba may mga
hindi
nakaka-related siya,
Excel
file. So, But napakadali sa atin i-check.
Kaya alam mo kasi,
Both parties, it will be easy for us to validate.
pero pag alam siya, hindi na Excel file.
Okay. Just a clarification. Thank you.
Any more questions?
Pero ito yung nahanapin ka mo ng service ko.
Sir, in addition to that, aside from the soft copy, we will be giving a hard copy also.
Hindi, soft copy lang po.
Soft
Sa
copy lang.
docs po.
Sa docs. So, all soft copy lang. Wala hard
Yung
copy.
hard copy po yung plano.
Okay. So, ang may hard copy lang yung drawings.
Opo.
All the documents are in soft copy.
Yes, sir.
So, we will not be given a hard copy for the documents. Yes. Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Ito. Hindi, dati pa ito. Dati pa sa lalo. Wala pa.
Sir, clarification na sir. Sa all government, sir, ganun ba tayo? Kasi yung ibang government agencies na sila namin, nagbibigay sila ng soft and hard copy. Because yung amount kasi naman sir, hindi mataas. So, that is included.
Mag-issue ko kami na hard copy.
Clarification naman kasi we bid for NAPOCO, we bid for other agencies. They are giving both.
Yes,
Thank you.
Sir, verification lang doon sa pag-site visit ko kasi malayo kasi yung substation doon sa powerhouse. So, requirement ba na i-remote control yung substation na yun?
Actually, hindi kasama sa ngayon yun eh. Wala pa kasi kulang po sa future siya. Iskada, yung Iskada system.
Sige, sir.
Hindi pa kasama ngayon sila. Pero dapat Iskada ready lahat naman.
That is not included in this group.
Ngayon siya yung mga sa in the future yun.
Questions? Any more questions?
Ma'am, after bid opening, usually how many days yung halimbawa alam na yung lowest bidder that you evaluated, it will take how many days para i-inform yung para sa post pa?
As per PB 2182, sir, 7 days ang bid evaluation. Then we determine the lowest calculated bid. After which, kung sino lowest, i-post one po siya. Sa 9184, it's 30 to 45 days. Pero, based lang yun dun sa provision ko. Pero, we can go earlier or...
Kasi ano ko lang, yung after yung bid opening, magkakaroon ng post pa. So at least yung nanalong bidder, they will be prepared for the post pa documents.
Non-notified.
That will be notified after 1 week or like that. 7 days, calendar days.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
After bid evaluation, sir.
Okay. Ma'am, yung meeting niyo, 9 minutes of meeting ba to?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That will also be published.
Uploaded sa videos.
Sa PDFs. I thank you.
Any questions? So our as posted in the PDFs, opening of bids. February 14 at 2 p.m.
Valentine's
201 is late and automatic disqualified. Feb 14.
Sir, pwedeng yung review ng singular na ito. Discuss natin yung bakit.
So yung sir, yung existing na substation na layo na sa powerhouse, almost 1.4 kilometer rin.
Yung clouded, sir, included or not included?
Yung ano sir?
Yung clouded, may cloud.
By others po yan.
By others, no? Hindi siya kasama ng score.
Bali, ito po siya. So ito yung runway, ito yung existing substation, ito yung proposed na bago. Dito po yung powerhouse sa kabila.
2 meters sa runway.
Opo. Meron po existing na ano dyan, na 3-4.
So, nandun na?
Existing na yung apat na conduit.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, you mean to say na hindi na kami gagalaw dun sa runway kasi nandun na yung meron na.
Operational yung runway, sir.
Meron na
Active po yan.
meron na siya embedded na yung yung mga dadaanan.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yun ang sana natanong ko yung mga underground utilities na dadaanan doon. Thank you.
Clarify na, yung tatawin na sa runway ang
Yes, sir.
wala sa side, wala sa runway, wala sa utilities. Sila mag-install pa.
Then, meron siya lang doon sa malapit sa powerhouse.
Okay, from this proposed side to our outlet to
Meron, sir.
meron na. So, maglalagay na ng tablet.
Yes, sir.
Waiting na lang sa inspection.
Yes, sir.
Hindi. Ituturo naman siguro nung nalot.
Ituturo din siya.
End to end, di ba?
Yes, sir.
About yung requirement nyo sa yung requirement nyo sa certification ko accreditation.
Sir. Kasi kung yung existing na substation is under NDCP. So, one of our requirements is that we should have accreditation from NDCP or National Grid Corporation of the Philippines as a local contractor o sa installation or erection of substation.
Yung mga pihil, mga magkakaano.
So, wala na pang tanong.
Okay na po? Wala na questions? Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Mas good. Ito? Practice ka na naman.
Bid evaluation report for the BAC Airport Development Project, upgrading of runway including street corrections and ditch canal. So the ABC of the project is 63,792,825 pesos and 44 centavos. For this project, sir, this is a negotiated procurement. So we had invited 3 contractors, namely Masalat Construction, Andromeda Construction Services and Supply, and Alpha Omega General Contractor and Development Corporation. So during the opening of bid, all 3 bidders were initially rated as pass. Here are the findings upon during the bid evaluation. So the Alpha Omega General Contractor are the lowest bidder. Second is Masalat Construction, and third is Andromeda Construction Services and Supply. This regards, sir, the BAC TWG recommends for post-qualification of Alpha Omega General Contractor and Development Corporation for being evaluated and considered as the lowest calculated bidder in the amount of 58,976,636 pesos and 85 centavos.
Yes, Mr. Chair, adopt the recommendation of TWG innovating the Alpha Omega General Contractor and Development Corporation for the proposed Single day.
So we have adopted recommendation for the proposed application Alpha Omega General Contractors and Development Corporation for the project in BAC Airport Development Project.
Postpone, sir.
Mayroon pa po
Hindi, ito, sir, propose pa itong Alpha Omega. Hindi.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. The BAC TWG will be presenting the bid evaluation report for the rehabilitation and
and waterproofing of regular building and other works at Tagaytay facility. The approved budget contract for this project is 1,986,500 pesos. There is only one bidder for this project, the Marquez Enterprises, and during the bid evaluation, there was a discrepancy with the submitted and the calculated bid. The submitted bid of Marquez is 1,946,489 pesos and 51 centavos, and during the calculated bid is 1,971,047 pesos. There is a discrepancy of 15,453 pesos, sir. However, still within the ABC of this project. So our recommendation is that Marquez Enterprises will undergo post-qualification.
Ma-answer the process to undergo post-qualification.
Seconded, Mr. Chair.
Sir, this is the bid evaluation for the construction of 4-story flight service station building, including powerhouse at BAC Airport. The approved budget contract for this project is 14,945,100 pesos. Again, sir, only Marquez Enterprises submitted their bid, single bidder for this project. But the findings after the bid evaluation, the submitted bid of Marquez Enterprises is 14,903,212 pesos and 37 centavos, which is within the ABC for this project. But after the bid evaluation, it happens to exceed the ABC. And the difference is 1,617 pesos and 1 million, no? 617,713 pesos and 87 centavos. So exceeded the ABC. And the recommendation of the TWG is the disqualification of Marquez Enterprises for this project, sir. Ito, sir, yung calculation. So, sir, sa general... Ay, yung video. So, sir, dun sa item number 1, general requirements, okay lang, parehas lang yung submitted sa calculated. Doon sa construction of 4-story FSS building, nagkaroon sir ng discrepancy of almost 700,000. Then doon sa construction ng powerhouse, meron ulit siyang almost 1 million. And doon sa construction of access road going to the proposed building, na meron din discrepancy sa calculated fee. So all in all, sir, nag-exceed siya nga ng 1.6, almost 1.6 million.
Saan siya
Everybody to sa recommendation. Sa recommendation.
Mr. Chair, I hope to adopt the recommendation of for the disqualification of Maracas Enterprises for exceeding ABC of the project.
So, because the BAC adopts the recommendation and the disqualification of Maracas Enterprises and due to the disqualification of Maracas Enterprises, considering that is the only one bidder, then there is a period of the so I think 3.2.
To the chair, this is the bid evaluation for the construction of 4-story light service station building including powerhouse at Masbate Airport. The approved budget contract for this project is 14,986,800 pesos. And again, single bidder, Maracas Enterprises. And again, sir, the submitted bid is 14,903,541 pesos and 14 centavos, which is below the ABC. But after the bid evaluation, the calculated bid is 60,478,440 pesos and 4 centavos. So it exceeded the ABC of this project. And there is a discrepancy of 1,574,898 pesos and 90 centavos. So sir, ito naman yung naging discrepancy nga. So doon ulit siya sa item number 2, 3, and 4. Doon siya nagkaroon ulit ng common error. So the recommendation of the BAC TWG is the disqualification of Maracas Enterprises for this project.
Mr. Chair, I move to adopt the recommendation of the TWG recommending disqualification of Maracas Enterprises for this project exceeding the ABC. Seconded, Mr. Chair.
Again, the recommendation of PWD for the disqualification of Maracas Enterprises for the project of Masbate. And item for procurement, pre-procurement concerns for the following project. Ikaw na-discuss na natin ito.
No, but never. Tatanong ko sa GDP.
Parang meron tayong posting na ito eh.
For posting.
Yung may
Sir, bali, yung dati kasi yung present namin ito, corporate procurement is a single bundle containing lahat ng 6 airports. Then, parang in-advise nyo na mag-iwan-walay. So, ngayon mag-iwalay na siya.
Oh, pero pag may meeting na na-discuss kami natin ito nung tapos binidecided na kung posting ito eh. Si Zeros naman ang patay na. Pakikita nila yan yung ang issue lang dito no, is since magbabago yung tao, i-verify lang kung nakasama sa EPP.
So, final sa ipopose siya. Iwalay.
Si Jupit na ang bundle. Tapos pangalawa, present niya yung bundle. Iwalay na.
Actually, allowed naman siya, sir, isang bundle kasi same item man siya. Ang problema lang nito is yung 50%. Mahirapan yung bidder. Malilimit.
So, isa-isa.
So, iwa-iwala yung posting.
Iwalay.
Ang bidding.
Ako mag-report sa dagdag.
Wala naman dinagdag. Wala naman dinagdag. Ang CBA din ito bago na. 2019 na. Pandemic. 2019 na. Other matters. Presentation of ano, sir? Post quality. Other matters. Presentation of post qualification of sorry. Kanino ba ito? Sorry. Wala kayo dapat. Oo, na-response. Kuya Jom na. Kuya Jom. Na-response na.
To the chair, the BAC will be presenting the post-qualification report for the construction of new powerhouse and other works at General Santos International Airport. The approved budget contract for this project is 11,373,800 pesos. The bidder is Bidaram Builders Incorporated. The eligibility document submitted
PhilJEP's certificate, responsive. SEC, DTI registration, responsive. Mayor's permit, responsive. Tax clearance, responsive. The pickup, responsive. But for the statement of all its ongoing and completed project, non-responsive. Yeah, since the project is not it's not for powerhouse. And also there's a single So dun sa bid data sheet, sir, ang kailangan natin dito is yung similar contract is for the construction of powerhouse. Then the submitted ongoing and completed project is not construction of powerhouse. So dun isang disqualification, sir. And also sa key personnel. The key personnel does not meet the 3 years experience in powerhouse construction. Ito sir, yung 12.1B, minimum work experience requirement for key personnel are the following. Ito sir yung 3 years in powerhouse construction. And bid not complying with the above instruction shall be disqualified. So sir, those are the items na non-responsive si Villaram Builders. Okay, the recommendation of the TWG is the disqualification of Villaram Builders for not meeting the minimum experience relevant to powerhouse construction project requirement, as well as the similar project stated by the contractor is not in the category of powerhouse construction.
Move to adopt the application of TWG on the disqualification of Villaram Builders for this project for non-compliance to the ETS requirement item 12.1B. Secondary section.
So, disqualification and clear appointments for not complying with the
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
For the end user for this project, take the review with you. Because powerhouse is building. So, for this time, we could allow, we need to disqualify it because that is one of our requirements. So, but I think we need to revise the requirement because powerhouse is just building din yun eh. So, wala naman anong pagkakaiba ng isang powerhouse because sa malaking building na yun. So, ang kinupan naman yan, yung powerhouse na yan, hindi naman kasama yung equipment. Kasi yung powerhouse building na
Shelter.
shelter lang. So, siguro baka mabago natin yung department. Hindi natin nakita yun.
Naka-specify ba yun sa dito siya?
Kasi ang problema sa real title ay construction of power. Actually, parang building construction siya kasi power synthesis na wala siya naman sa loob. Wala siya makikita.
Pero nakalagay kasi doon eh.
Similar contract niya. Construction of power.
Siguro ang pa niya, so similar.
Kahit yung sa building construction o warehouse,
Kasi kung halimbawa yung builder, nakapatay yung 10 floor na building, hindi mo na gusto sa powerhouse.
Natin napansin yung similar dapat buildings.
Pero pwede sa pag-uwi natin bago natin ipag-uwi.
so papaguhin siya rin dito sa...
Hindi, yung similar contract.
Yung similar.
Kasi, anong special sa powerhouse? Kung sabi mong buildings.
Parehas na naman. So building construction na tayo.
Okay, so after derivation, hindi makita na.
Pero, anong special sa powerhouse?
Yung kanina kung pinag-predict siya rin yung siya rin eh. Yung kanina nag-predict tayo, din siya na. Hindi wala kasi. Kasi wala sa mga shelter lang.
Kaya mahirap doon, maunang mabibit ay maunang may award yun. Tapos ito hindi malapos.
Kasi yung kanina kung na-predict, related siya rin eh.
Magkano yan?
Oo, sir.
Parang ahon lang.
Oo, sir.
Kaya lang nagkamali sa atin. So, sa pakibago kagad tapos.
Sa seminar natin.
So,
Video film.
i-approve niyo po yung recommendation nila.
Video film. Oo, wala tayong magagawa niya. Ano naka-space pa yun?
Parang may peculiarity. Sabagay, kung hindi niya matanggap, mag-embar natin siya. Loan bidder.
Ay, kung mag-embar siya, tapos i-discuss na lang natin.
Pwede rin. I-grant. Kasi niya naman PayPro. Pero may isa pa siya non-responsive yun.
Powerhouse construction na kalagay.
Kasi construction pa rin ng powerhouse.
Construction ng mga building, mga condominium.
Mamaya ang experience niya, 10-story. So what's so peculiar with powerhouse?
Okay, so
Estimate lang yun.
sulatan yung agad, baka sakali pag-iwan. Ang mga
Grant na lang.
Okay. Meron pang information, ada ba?
Isa pa. Kailangan.
Qualification report for the rehabilitation of Central Records and Archives Office. The APC of the project is 1,499,607 pesos and 22 centavos. This project, sir, is a negotiated procurement due to 3 failure biddings. The following prospective bidders were invited to participate in the negotiated procurement for this project, namely the FAA Construction and Trading, Advanced Tech Construction and Trading Corporation, IF Clemente Construction Corporation, Aceron Construction and Supply, and the Villaran Builders. After bid evaluation, Aceron Construction and Supply was evaluated and considered as the single calculated bid for the project.
Saan ba nagsakit?
Sir, during opening, meron po si IF Clemente, pero na-DQ po siya sa bid evaluation po.
So, out of 5 na-invite natin?
Dalawa lang po yung
Dalawa
sa
na lang.
yes, sir. The calculated bid of Aceron Construction and Supply in the amount of 1,443,242 pesos and 88 centavos is below the ABC of the project. And it has a difference of 56,364 pesos and 34 centavos from the ABC. Aceron Construction and Supply submitted the following financial documents as attachment to the bid proposal, such as bill of quantities, bid proposal, detailed estimates, summary sheet for the prices of materials, labors, and equipment rates, cash flow by quarter and payment schedule, per CPM network diagram, and construction schedule and escrow. And upon post-qualification, the Aceron Construction also submitted the following documents: Certificate of Field Jobs Registration and Membership, DTI Certificate of Business Name Registration, Business Permit, BIR, and Pickup License, which is all current and valid, sir. And also, the submitted annual income tax return and audited financial statement is for 2017. And the submitted NFCC computation, the amount of 77,964,525 pesos, which is sufficient for the project. In this regard, sir, the BAC recommend for award of contract to Aceron Construction and Supply for being the single calculated responsive bid in the amount of 1,443,242 pesos and 88 centavos, sir.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I move to adopt the recommendation of PWD for the award of this project to Aceron Construction.
Seconded, Mr. Chair.
So, have the recommendation to the UG for the award of the contract to Aceron Construction.
Noted, sir. Papakita ko lang, sir, doon sa secretariat ng address.